Welcome to Wild Child Records. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. You're in for a special presentation today as we have the crew from Big Records on today, the musicians that make the world go round. We're very excited. Today we're going to be talking about our February 2nd fundraiser out in British Columbia at White Rock, Legion 8, all in honor of our heroes, our veterans, Canadian and some U.S. So we have some U.S. people going to be piping in. I want to thank our team. I want to thank Mark from Big Records. He's the big cheese. I want to thank Barry from Hive to Music. We're going to be live streaming this show on February 2nd, 2 to 6 p.m. a matinee. Everybody loves matinees, right? So come on in, join us, come online. We're very excited. Stay tuned as when we come back, we're going to be introducing the group of musicians that are going to be performing at the fundraiser from Big Records. Stay tuned. You're watching Wild Child Records. Hey, we're live on Facebook. We'd love for you to comment. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Wild Child Records and the Disability Channel. You're in for a special presentation today as we have on musicians from Big Records all across Canada and into the United States. We're very excited to introduce. Let's just go around the horn here. Let's introduce Brian. Brian, give a big shout out. Say hello to the fans.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good day from White Rock.
There you go. Tara, big shout out to your fans out there.
Good morning. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and listening to us and supporting all of these wonderful, amazing musicians. Really hope you'll be there for our live stream. I'm coming to you live from White Rock as well. BC.
Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's go, Shay. Tell us where you're coming from. She's a musician out of
Alberta. Hey, everybody. Super excited to be here.
That's great. Now tell us that you're going to be performing. So you're heading out on a Friday, right, Shay?
Yeah, I'm going to have a few days of child-free minutes.
All right, let's hop on over now to Yulia. Yulia, you tell our fans and your fans what's going on down there in the United States.
Hello, I'm from Texas, from Dallas. Excited to participate on such amazing event. February.
Well, this is really exciting. We're really excited to have a musician coming out of Texas to join us in BC. Very exciting. Now, I don't know if we have anybody else here. I know Brandy might be trying to get in. I want to give a big shout out to Tim. I know he's working right now. If he can pop in. And Fraser, what a story Fraser has. Hopefully he can join us. He's an 84-year-old veteran, Navy veteran from the East Coast. And he's going to be doing the shows out in BC. He's also doing a few shows in Ontario. So this is very exciting. So I want to thank my producer, Lewis, because I know he's going to be popping in, letting people in. So if Brandy's there, please let her in. Until then, we're just going to talk about the show, talk about the focus. Again, we're live on Facebook right now on the Disability Channel Facebook. So we would love to interact. We love people to comment. We will comment back. So again, this is all about our February 2nd fundraiser out at White Rock, Legion 8. What we're doing is we're showcasing our heroes, veterans, awareness. We're also raising funds to do an employment program pilot for Canadians and veterans in the United States. So hopefully people can donate. Hopefully they can come out. Beautiful day. We have the musicians would make the world go round. So Brian, I'm going to turn it over now to the musicians because I tend to talk too much. So, Brian, tell us what this day means to you and your community, because I know you're located probably the closest to the Legion.
There are a lot of veterans in this, well, all over the place, but in this area that are actually going to be attending and excited to be a part of this event, because having the recognition, not just for their service of what they've done, but the recognition as people, human beings, and the time that they spent and put in to being a part of what makes us free. And I mean, it's just an amazing thing to watch people and hear stories that we don't get a chance to see, hear, or share any longer. Those things have long passed. And so it's a really nice feeling of community camaraderie to be a part of this and to talk to people and just to support them, not just financially and not just emotionally, but as human beings. And embracing the emotional part of it, it's just an amazing feeling. And I get a chance to see that on a daily basis, because of some of the daytime work that I do with senior facilities and so forth. And I get to hear stories from long ago. You play a song such as "You Are My Sunshine" or something, and you hear people with Alzheimer's dementia, they'll wake up and they can have a conversation with you. And they go, "My dad used to take me to the store and we used to sing that song as we skipped along the sidewalk." So you hear things that they're not able to share any longer. Like we always talk about, we go, "Hey, I remember when, penny candy used to be 3 for a penny, 2 for a penny." Our kids in the future are not going to be able to relate to those things because it's now, $1 for a candy or something, right? So you hear stories as simple as that, all the way to complicated stories from what the things they've been through and so forth,
Well,
and
thank
how
you
they're feeling today.
Yeah. No, I say thank you for sharing, Brian. Like, 2 things. Thank you for sharing, because I know how highly the Legion speaks of you, right? Chris spoke very highly of you, the president of the Legion. I know that your input and your support of the Legion is greatly appreciated. So yeah, I wanted to mention that because the Legion spoke very highly of you. And I love that you mentioned your day job, because I know exactly what you mean, because my dad has dementia and I go see him every day at the home, and they play music, and the faces on these people who are, they're in a little bit of trouble, and they're coming to the end of their lives, and they have illnesses, but when they play the music, the faces in the
wake
rooms
up.
just go boom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
thank
they
you for
wake up.
sharing that.
There's
Let's move forward. Sorry, go ahead, Brian. One more thing.
Oh, I just wanted to check it. If you ever wanted to see something that relates to how music therapy and so forth works, check out a movie called Alive Inside. It's amazing, and it just tells you exactly what that's all about, music therapy.
See, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This is what the fundraiser is all about. So I thank you for sharing that, Brian. Tara, let's go over to you now. Tara. Let's go over to you now and tell us your input and how you feel about the day coming up.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Brian for all he does for all of the people with the music therapy. I myself am actually a survivor of cancer, and I did music therapy, and I discovered I wanted to sing when I had cancer. And, that probably was the deciding factor of, hey, I still want to be here. And no, I'm not ready to go yet. But, I started singing and my lungs started to heal. And then I was so sick. I had Hodgkin's lymphoma when I was 24. I couldn't even play my saxophone. So I had to go through voice training and vocal coaching so that I could have enough breath to be able to play my saxophone. At that time, I couldn't even walk a half a block. And so I will say music saved my life. And I will also say that music is something that can communicate with us on the deepest levels, because unfortunately, I did lose my grandma a couple years ago. And one of the things that I will never forget was I played a song while they said, oh, she's not going to wake up again. And I played a song by the Righteous Brothers, that You Will Never Walk Alone. And instantly her eyes fluttered open and she grabbed my wrist, and I was like, right? Oh my gosh, what's going on, right? and she goes, who's here? And I said, it's Tara. She says, oh, there's so much I want to tell you. So, music has the ability to communicate while we're here, but also while we're unconscious. So be careful what you say and what you play for your people, right? Because it really does make a difference. And, it can really make them feel loved if they hear one of their favorite songs, even if they're not with you.
Thank you for sharing, Tara. That's wonderful.
What this day means to me is it's a day to celebrate the veterans, and it's a day to be able to celebrate the fact that they've actually given their lives, a lot of them, for our future, for our freedom. So every single time you turn on a radio or you turn on a Facebook and you watch a podcast, you got to thank a veteran for being there for you. They gave their life to save your freedom. So, by all means, do live stream this. It's only $10. It goes to a great cause. And if you live stream it through Hived Music, you will have the ability to live stream this at any time. And even if you don't want to watch us, please just do the live stream so that
that's great. Thank you, Tar. What we're going to do, let's take a quick break, because I know my editor's screaming at me now, my producer. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to move it over to Shay and then Yulia, and if anybody else is on there. So I really thank everybody for tuning in today. Our Facebook page is blowing up. Again, if you want to donate, it's a great cause. We're raising funds for our employment program pilot for veterans in media. You know, purpose. Give them a purpose in life. Help them transition from the battlefield to the classroom to the workforce. Stay tuned. You're watching Wild Child Records. We'll be right back.
All about inclusion and really giving everyone a fair say.
Welcome to the Today Show. This is our flagship show. I am Unstoppable Tracy.
I am Zach Damon.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am excited. What is up?
We have a great show today.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities.
Get ready to be inspired, everyone.
We have people watching from all over the world, but also all over Ontario.
We also take a concerted attention in the veterans community.
In moments of stress and trauma, we can get a hold of ourselves.
To help make a difference for people with disabilities, to show people how to love themselves or their disability.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, giving this platform for myself and other people with disabilities.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this episode of the Disability Channel of Detroit. Please tune in next time.
Welcome back to Wild Child Records. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. On the show today, we have the stable, the musician stable from Big Records. Wow, we're so excited. We're so excited about our February 2nd fundraiser. BC and White Rock has really stepped up. I want to thank the mayor's office. I think the mayor's going to be coming. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce. I want to thank the Invictus Games. We're going to talk a little bit about that later. So why don't we return to our musicians, because that is the spotlight of the show. And up next is Shay. Now, Shay, tell us what the day means to you and a little bit of background so people will know who you are.
So I have kind of the similar story as Tara. So my grandma was part of the Legion in our town for years and years, and so she ended up having a stroke, and she was unresponsive in her bed for a very long time. And so I would go and I would sing to her. And when I would sing to her, then I would say, "Do you want to hear another one?" And she'd go, "Mm-hmm." And that was kind of the only way that she could interact for the longest time. So it just brings me so much joy to be able to share and have that connection with music. Music is international. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your background is. Music connects us in so many different ways. So I just am such a huge fan. In general, music doesn't matter what genre it is. I myself, I'm a country singer, but I take a love in all different genres, and I love Patsy Cline and all the good old stuff. And that's kind of where my story begins is with Patsy. So
that's great. Thanks, Shay. Thanks for sharing. Well, you're a country gal. Everybody loves country. So, right. All right, now this is going to be a special perspective. Yulia from Texas. Yulia, tell us a little bit what's going on down in Texas about you and what the day means to you flying up from down south.
Thank you. So I just like to make my contribution to this wonderful event and support veterans. I like to be encouraged, and as Shalini just said that music is international, I would also add international language. It's not like Texan language I'm talking. It's a language mix, but it's international. And when I play, everyone can understand. And I just want to bring encouragement by my music, and
That's great. Thank you so much. I love that we have the cross-border support. I know Brandy's from Seattle. We have a lot of people. I want to give a big shout out to Project Die Hard down in Wisconsin. It's a wonderful platform helping veterans prevent from suicide. So again, I want to give a big shout out to Brian. I want to give a big shout out to our show at Sirius XM in Bilal. We had Tara on last week. The show blew up. We had Richie Honori from the band Sweet, Ballroom Blitz. We have a great support mechanism down in Los Angeles. Let's give a big shout out to all the people in LA. We hope they're all safe. Like, oh my goodness. But we have so many musicians down in LA that are watching us, supporting us, from the band Nazareth to Boston to Jimi Hendrix people. And it's all through Richie Honori and Sweet. So we're really excited. I think what I'd like to do, and I'm going to ask you guys to help me here. So sorry, Tara, go ahead.
Can I also take a moment, please, to thank our lovely sponsors for the show?
I was just going to say that. I was just going to pass the baton. So, Tara, you started it. Please thank our sponsors for the special day.
I'd really like to do a big shout out to our sponsors. They really have come to the table with bringing us many good things. So especially to Surrey Farms, BC, who does blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, got a farm market out here. PHI Hotels, who have some lovely hotels that you can come and stay at. And there's also RBI Construction, Jaden Properties. Another big shout out to Blue Line Sheet Metal for their sponsorship. They do lovely metals for roofs and for siding, for wall cladding. So please contact them if you have some needs. The other person I'm gonna do a big shout out for is the Revolving Restaurant in Vancouver, and also the people behind the Revolving Restaurant in Vancouver, which includes JP Farms and Metro Van Builders. And I'd really like to thank this group of people because they've taught me a lot. And one of the best lessons that I've learned from all of these sponsors is one thing. We're all one community under one God, and what we do in this community for one another defines our community and happiness within ourselves in our own community. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tara. Okay, Shay, give us some love. Tell us your sponsors.
Well, my biggest sponsor is Lux Lana Boutique, and they are my biggest sponsor because they are me.
Yeah. Well, hey.
So I have to support myself. So that is the biggest sponsor. I know we have a few other sponsors along the lines of, like, there's a coffee shop, I think, that has the most yummiest sweets and delicious looking cakes, and I am so excited. I'm just excited to be out there.
Well, it's important that we do share some love for the people that support this. I think Purebred is one of them, right? I want to give out a couple more. I want to give out to the Canadian Media Fund. So the Canadian Media Fund, I'm not going to say how much, but they donated to but they supported the Disability Channel in order for us to go out to the Invictus Games. So give me a little bit of setup. So the Disability Channel team is going out to Vancouver on February 1st to the 3rd to showcase our fundraiser at Legion 8, our employment program. And then we're coming back out on February 7th, and we'll be part of the production team, part of the media team, and part of the entertainment team, as the theme song for the Disability Channel, called Shining Light, is going to be all over BC, raising awareness and hopefully raising funds for the veterans. So I want to give a big shout out to a couple other people. Again, we're attached to a platform called the Veteran House Alliance International, run by 2 Canadian veterans. It's a charitable organization run out of Kingston, Ontario. Wonderful guys. They help veterans 24/7. I would recommend you check them out. I want to give a big shout out to Veterans for Healing and Vince Campbell. Vince, you are one amazing man. Because of Vince, I know all these people. Vince introduced me to everybody around the world, I think. So I want to thank Vince. Check out Veterans for Healing. They have a wonderful documentary coming out by Kim. Kim, good job. We're going to have you guys on the show. I want to thank Kojiko. I want to thank Bell. I want to thank Royal Bank. Royal Bank, they are just amazing for us. So there's so many things. And also, we're going to be like, the Disability Channel is a job creator, right? We create jobs for persons with disabilities and veterans. And we have a new project coming up called Flanagan's that we're going to give more information. So what I'm going to do, guys, before I wrap it up, we're going to go around the loop again. And Brian, hold on, Tar. Brian, if you want to give out any of your information, where could people go to check out your music? How could they purchase any of your songs, et cetera, et cetera? If you want to give that out, that would be great.
Wow, just Google my name. Pretty big footprint, different levels. You could go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, you can look under Facebook under the Brian Zalo Mix. Go to YouTube under my name, Brian Zalo. I think there's a link on Spotify on there as well. You might find some of my original music. There's about 3 albums worth of music with different.
Is there anything you want to add before we go over to Tara?
Just enjoy everything and be a part of it.
Thank you. Tar?
Hey, thank you so much for passing the baton over here. I was just chomping at the bit. I was going to say, don't forget, this is also a live stream. So no matter where you're in the world, you can live stream us. And the best part about live streaming us through Hived Music is once you bought the ticket once, you can watch it as many times as you want. And once you get in on behind the scenes at Hived Music, www.hivedmusic.com, you can actually check out all of us artists. It's a lovely platform. You can find us. You can find out about our shows. You can read about our press. You can see some beautiful merchandise that we've got to offer to you. But once you get behind the paywall in Hived Music, there's some really cool shows. There's Rise Up TV as well, which also features what it's like to be an artist and be on the road and stuff like that, right? So please do live stream us. The live stream ticket will give you opportunity to share and share and share. And even if you're coming live and you want to see us live, you can still buy a live stream ticket too, and be able to come and see us again if you'd like to do so. So I'm Tara Kai, and you can Google me up. I'm Tara Kai, Tarakye. I'm also Tara Kai Maines, so Tarakye Maines, and I'm Canadian, so you got to spell that last name just as poorly as you can, because what we had is we had a homestead, and our first homestead wasn't successful, so we changed our name from Mains to Maines. We're survivors here, in Canada. We do what we got to do to be able to make a living. So yes, please live stream. Come join us from anywhere in the world. And you don't
that's great, Tar. I want people to know that Tar is also our influencer too. So she's also our social media influencer. So passing along that information regarding the live stream is super important. And you can also, I believe, still get tickets at the door, but maybe not. They might be sold out. I'm not too sure. Shay, okay. Tell us your story. And if people want to find out more information about you, where could they go?
Yeah, so you can go to www.shalanesebner.com, and there's links to my Instagram and my Facebook. I don't do TikTok because I don't understand it, but I got something. There's anywhere you can stream music, you can find me there. And then also starting today on Hived Music, all of my merch will be going live. And I'm really excited. We've done a lot of, Barry and I have done a lot of work in making sure that we have made the best choices and got the best shipping costs, because shipping is astronomical. So we're doing our best to try to get all of the stuff as inexpensive as we possibly can for everybody.
That's great. Thanks, Shay. Okay, Yulia, if people want to find out more information about you, where could they go?
Place is my website, imyulia.com. I'm Yulia.com. Or music, LIAMUSIC.
That's great. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And of course, you can get all of us here at Big Records on the Big Records website as well, www.bigrecords.world. Sorry, Yulia, we're all there too.
That's good. Brian, did you want to say something?
Be there. Just be a part of it all. Just
that's great, guys.
In person or online. Be there.
Well, I really appreciate everybody tuning in today, and I appreciate you guys joining us today. It's going to be a wonderful day, February 2nd. I'm going to take a quick break. Again, our Facebook page is blowing up, so we really thank everybody for commenting. Come on out for the day. It's going to be a great day. You're going to hear some great music. It's all for a great cause, all about our heroes, our veterans, Canadian and American. Yulia, bring everybody from Texas with you, please. Bring them all up. We would love to have everybody from Texas come up. Thanks, everybody. You're watching Wild Child Records. I'm going to take a quick break and come back and wrap the show.
The Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
Welcome back to Wild Child Records. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. On the show today, we had the musicians from big records all across Canada and in the United States showcasing our February 2nd fundraiser out in White Rock, BC at Legion 8. Big shout out to Chris and the team there. Thanks for having us, guys. Big shout out again to Mark for handling everything out there. Wow, Mark, great job. And Barry with the live stream, Tara, everybody. It's a team effort. Tim. We're going to be showcasing this throughout the week until Saturday. Where the Disability Channel's flying out to BC. Saturday morning, we'll be there about 11:30. I want to thank the hotel chain for providing accommodations. We're really looking forward. I want to thank Porter. A couple updates. Again, watch for our television series called Flanagan's. We plan to have a production hiring all of our graduates as entry-level production people. It's going to be very exciting. I want to give a big shout out again to Benavidi and United Way and RBC. We're now a part of the team. Thank you for supporting the Disability Channel. SiriusXM Victus Games. What can I say? We were there 217 here in Toronto. We're playing a bigger role out in 225 in BC. We're all about supporting the veterans, giving our heroes opportunities, help them with a new purpose in life, right? So again, I can't say enough about all the people that's supporting the Disability Channel. It's been a wonderful ride, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started. So again, I'm Jay Stoyan. You're watching Wild Child Records. We'll see you next time.